Hey up guys, welcome back to Retro Reborn. And you might be thinking, Liam, this isn't your Mk4 Golf. And that is correct. This is because this is my Mk4 Golf 1.9 TDI. And this is actually my daily driver. And instead of doing, we've got a few jobs to do on the Mk2 today, but I actually have a job to do on this car. And I thought I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So yeah, let's jump into it. So guys, I bought this car when my other car was vandalised. I got it in February, I believe, or end of January, one of the two. It was basically a couple of weeks after I stopped driving my Golf. It has 263,189 miles on it, which is a lot for a car. But if any of you know like the PD 130 engines, you know that that's nothing in comparison to what they can do. Honestly, I bought it for 600 quid and it drives like an absolute dream. It drives like a new car, you know. I've no issues with it driving, and you know, with a 1.9 it's got a good amount of pull on it, you know. It's everything you need really. It's comfortable, looks decent, and you know, drives perfectly. But there was a few jobs that I wanted to do once I got it. So basically, obviously with the car being 2003 and having so many miles on, the door cards, the fabric on it started to come off, and I wanted to change that. And I thought, well, to fix the falling off fabric, I might as well make it looking nicer. So when I got the car, I did the front two door cards, and then I also changed the gear stick and a couple other things to match. And basically that left me to do the rear two, which I didn't actually get around to doing, but I thought until now I've got some time, so I'll do it and I'll just show you guys how I'm doing it. You know, they don't come out perfect. You know, this isn't, I'm not a reupholsterer, I can't sew, so this is basically how to do it without sewing. So if you don't have a sewing machine and you can't sew, and you want to get the falling off fabric to look nicer than it did before but not perfect, then you know, this might be helpful. Yeah, obviously you can see I've done this door card here, new gear shifter, and then obviously this is normally white, but I absolutely hated the white. I don't like that either, but I thought that looked a bit nicer than the white. And obviously I've got the passenger door card, and if you look closely you can see that's where I had to make it slit, and you can see like wrinkles and stuff in it. But when the door's open and you know, you're just looking past it, it looks nicer. And you know, it doesn't need to be perfect because it is a daily driver car. So yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a video and showing you how I got it to look like this. So guys, the next step is to actually separate this middle part from the rest of it. So I'm going to take off the handle, and then the bit where it gets a bit weirder is if you look on the back, this one's already slightly broken, that's not good. Basically on the back where these metal like clamps hold, not metal, plastic clamps holding it down, just want to get a Stanley knife and just trim the edges of them off so that they're still poking up, but you can slide it out. Because what you essentially want to be able to do is, once you put the new material on, you fit it back on, and then we're going to melt the plastic back down so it reclamps it down. And I found that that's the best way to keep it all together. Guys, the next step is to basically all this old foam that's coming off, just want to sand it off or just clean it all up. Just make sure that basically when you re-glue the next bit of fabric, it's got a strong surface to connect to, because obviously if you glue onto this, as soon as you pull it, it's just going to come off. So you want to make sure you're gluing onto the actual, like this bit, not the foam, if that makes sense. So guys, as you can see, I've got the middle section here, and I've got the material that I'll be using. I quite like this material because it's got quite a good foam layer. Obviously, I think the design's alright. I'll link this, I just got this off eBay, it was quite cheap. I'll link it obviously in the description if any of you guys are interested. They did have it in other colours. I was tempted to get red, but the interior of my other cars could be red, so I thought, let's go blue. But yeah, so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the size of material that I need. So roughly about from here to, I might as well just do it to the end of that point, just from there to there, and then I'll show you what I'll do after that. So guys, obviously I've got the piece of fabric cut to the size I need. So the way that I like to do it is obviously you're going to spray both this and the fabric with spray glue, and you've got to wait like 20-30 seconds so it gets tacky. But just to show you without the glue is how I prefer to do it. I like to start with this section here, just to try and get the lines as straight as possible. I like to fold it in like that, and just sort of then wrap it around a little bit. So obviously without sewing you will get some creasing in the corners, but that doesn't bother me too much because it'll look much better than it previously did anyway. Guys, so I've got it all wrapped up. Obviously there are some wrinkles. I'm not a professional. I'm not going for a perfect look. I just want it to look a bit nicer. So the next step is to basically all these holes along here, you need to cut them out with the Stanley knife. So guys, for the next step, we actually need to clamp this down as best as possible. It's kind of hard to do in the middle section, so I just push it down. And then we're going to basically get the plastic to stick back up through the holes, and then to remelt them, just go use a soldering iron to just melt the plastic back down, if that makes any sense. It would be best if you had like a piece of wood for this. I don't. So I'm just going to use whatever I can find to help clamp it down, really. So guys, as you can see, door cards are all in. There is fronts I did earlier. It's all matching now. So guys, that's it for today. Obviously it was just a little video on my Mark IV, a bit different from the Mark II for once. I was going to put the wishbones on the Mark II, but I'll have to do that another day because I've got work soon and I'm going away for the next couple of days. So yeah, a very important part for the Mark II did come today. So, you know, we should be having a good video coming soon. So yeah, obviously make sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. See you later, guys.